Hey, what's going on, everybody? 757 US Airways back again with another 1/400 scale airport update, and this time it's finally Philadelphia. This is a attempt at Philadelphia because this looks nothing like it in real life. This terminal shape is not nearly what it looks like, but yeah, definitely wanted to at least give it a shot to see what it looks like with everything on there. But the general layout is this is essentially attempted to be Terminal E with the exception of Frontier, because Frontier is going to take over these 4 gates right here. The big struggle one right now is Terminal D, because you have Delta with the 3 gates, Alaska, then you have the 2 Uniteds. Perfect world, it would be 3 Delta, Alaska, a spare gate with 3 United gates, because Sun Country starts up later this month in April. So I got to figure out how I'm going to squeeze that in, but I'm definitely probably going to be doing the airport updates like I'm doing the Southern Florida one by time zone, so like morning, afternoon, evening, and night. So, but right now this is just a whole kind of everything. I need to shut my door before my cat comes in here, because I don't need him stepping on everything. But yeah, this is just kind of a whole overview of what it looks like right now. But let's start over here with the Southwest 737-800, and this one will be going down to Orlando. And then we have another Southwest 737-800 in the Freedom 1 livery going out to Chicago Midway. Next up is a Spirit A321, also heading down to Orlando, because that's where we only get our 321s from right now. A Spirit A320neo headed on down to San Juan. It's finally nice to see JetBlue bring back the A320 once again. They added a second frequency to Fort Lauderdale, so on a 320, so it's now operated on E190 and 320, so this won't be going on down to Fort Lauderdale. Next up is a Frontier A321 with the Courtney the Cougar Tail headed on out to Las Vegas. Frontier A320neo with Poppy the Prairie Dog. This one's going to be headed on out to Jacksonville. Frontier A320 Griswold the Bear will be heading on out to Fort Lauderdale. That's a new service. And a Frontier A321 Steve the Eagle heading on down to Orlando. Gonna have 4 Orlando flights on there, because why not have an Orlando flight on each airline? Next up is an American Airlines A319, and no, where's that? I don't want it to focus like that. American A3. Oh no, it's freaking out. Let me back it up real quick. Sometimes I don't know why it does that. Next up is American Airlines A319, heading on down to Austin. And American Airlines A321neo, heading on up to Boston. I was just on this flight yesterday, the 4th. This video is not going to go out until at least April 7th, just because there's a certain plane in here that's returning. But I wanted to get this video out and made real quick, because I had time to do it today. But yeah, this one's going to be going up to Boston. Flew on 2 A321neos yesterday for a day trip up to Boston with my girlfriend. So why not use the flight benefits and take a day trip? So that's where that one's going. Here we have an American Eagle E175 heading on over to Washington Reagan. Next up, American Airlines A319 in the Piedmont livery, heading on down to New Orleans. We're going to skip the internationals, and we'll go to the Deltas over here. Delta 717 heading on out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Delta Connection CRJ 900 ready to be pushed out for a flight to Detroit. Delta 737-900 heading on out to Atlanta. Alaska Airlines 737-900 are getting ready to push out for a flight to Seattle Tacoma. It's really nice to see Alaska back to 2 daily flights to Seattle, because they added a red-eye flight and it leaves in the morning. Here's the United Airlines A319 heading on out to Houston. This is a relatively new service. I completely forgot to fix the jetway on this thing because it was a last-minute add to it. And that's gonna bother me if it's not on the line. 1 second. There we go. Next up is a United Express CRJ 700. This is a new service that United added. It's not really an addition, it's more of a swap. We don't fly to Dulles anymore. We fly to Newark now. So this one's going to be heading on up to Newark. And it's on a CRJ 550, but we'll just call this a 550, but it's a 700. Here's an American Airlines A321 heading on down to Orlando. An American Eagle ERJ 145 heading on out to Toronto. Another American Eagle ERJ 145 heading on out to Albany. Another American Eagle ERJ 145 heading on down to Wilmington, North Carolina. And American Eagle CRJ 900 heading on out to Kansas City. So really increased the American Eagle presence here now. It's really nice to see that. Next up is an American 737-800. This one's going to be going out to Chicago O'Hare. Next up is an American Eagle E175 heading on out to Indianapolis. American A319 in the Allegheny Retro. It's really nice to see this one get upgraded. So this one will be going down to Sarasota. Really nice to see an upgrade on that flight. It's unfortunate for the month of May, they're not going to fly in May for some reason. I think it's because of the crew shortage right now that's going on, which is really surprising because I do work those flights quite often and they are completely full most of the time. So it's a little surprising. But it's nice to see the upgrade on this one because it used to be a 900, CRJ 900. But next is American A321 heading on down to Charlotte. Next, finally glad to have these ones back. The Lufthansa A340-300. It is nice to see it on an A340-300 as well. 5 weekly service to Frankfurt. Really awesome to see this one back now again. Too, the Qatar 777-300. They upgraded this one all of April, and I don't know when it switches back to a 350. But at least for April, Philadelphia is getting a 777-300 from Qatar. But this one's going to be going out to Doha. Nice to see these ones back again. The British Airways 777-200ER. For a couple of days, they're operating a 787-9, and they're switching it again back to a 777-200. But right now, it is a 777-200 on the schedule. But this one will be heading on out to London Heathrow. Now, this is something I really do need to get a lot more of. The 787-8s, because Philadelphia is officially a transatlantic hub once again, finally. We added back Lisbon, Barcelona, Madrid, Paris, Amsterdam, Rome, and Paris back. So it's really nice to see those, to the addition of London, Paris, and Zurich. But this one's going to go to one of my favorite destinations that American flies out of Philly. This one will be going to Lisbon. We don't get this plane anymore, but I don't have a 787-9. I'm just working on trying to get one of them. But here's the American Airlines 777-200 heading on out to London Heathrow. And the reason why I'm going to be delaying this one until April 7th is because this one, the return of Aer Lingus to Philadelphia. I cannot wait to see these ones back in Philly. I unfortunately work the day they come back. I would be able to stay since they get off at 5. I just don't want to wait. So on that Saturday, I'll be able to go see them. So, but here's the Aer Lingus A321neo heading on out to Dublin. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Just the key pointers in this one, I really do like having the increased American Eagle presence, especially with the 3 E145s now and 2 E175s. I'm just waiting for them to re-release a American Eagle Series 700. I'm going to need a couple of them because we do get quite a bit of 700s here. I could definitely use a couple more 900s, but definitely the 700 would be more of a priority. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. Hopefully y'all enjoy this. Definitely going to get some more Philadelphia airport updates out there soon. A couple new models coming in. Well, really one new model. Hopefully I can get a couple more, especially, again, the American side. I need to get some A320s. That's the one plane I really do need for the American, since I don't even have a single one. But yeah, it's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.